Man, we got some more bad news. I hate to be the one to break it to you, but in regards to this CB situation, we know that he recently was charged with the murder of Ahmed Deen-Jah, also known as Grinna, and now CB has been sentenced to an additional 28 years for the murder of Ahmed Deen-Jah, also known as Grinna. Rest in peace to Grinna. So the news has just kind of dropped now. You can see here, as well as CB, it's also SK, who's been charged with the murder of Grinna. So if you read the caption here, it says Lakan Akinsoji, aka rapper CB, has been handed an additional 28-year sentence for the murder of Ahmed Deen-Jah, aka Grinna. CB is now set to serve a total of 51 years in prison. Wow. Sanjay Keita, aka SK, was also sentenced to 22 years for his role in the murder. Prosecutors say CB carried out the stabbing while SK acted as the second man, both dressed in black and captured on graphic CCTV footage. Now, this is the actual footage of what happened. They basically ambushed Grinna in a corner shop or an off-license, whatever you want to call it. So this is the footage here. Super sad situation, man. Super sad situation. We've got to do better, man. And this is when they were arrested. That's SK being arrested.
So, I'm arresting you for murder regarding the incident that occurred on the 2nd of April in 2017. Alright? In BJ Wines on Freemasons Road, E16. Okay? When Ahmed Deen-Jah was stabbed to death. Okay? Okay. But further evidence comes to light. Okay, that's my necessity. Okay. And special warrant is an interview. Okay, so prompts and effective investigation. So you place an interview, yeah, and discuss what's happening. Okay. So you do not have to say anything that may harm your defence. Do not mention when questioned something which you later rely on in court. Any.
This is when CB was arrested.
On the 2nd of April 2017 on Freemasons Road. You do not have to say anything, but it may harm your defence if you do not mention when questioned something which you later rely on in court. Anything you do so may be given in evidence. The grounds for your arrest are for a prompt and effective investigation by means of taped interview at a police custody.
So what's going on? You're going to get to a custody facility while you're being interviewed. You come back here.
The time of your arrest is 9:03.
Wow. Crazy, man. Crazy situation, man. So that was the footage, and now obviously we've got the news of these guys now being sentenced to, well, CB getting an additional sentence to what he already had, because he was already in there for life for pretty much shooting at the police. Well, not shooting at the police. I think he shot at the police or pointed a gun. I can't remember. We'll find out in this article. So look, this is Grinna. Rest in peace to Grinna, aka Ahmed Deen-Jah. So they're saying he was stabbed in the heart in 2017. So it says, look, a drill rapper has been jailed for life for fatally stabbing a gang rival in East London 8 years ago. Lakan Akinsoji and accomplice Sanjay Keita, both aged 27, from Forest Gate. Obviously, these guys, 6th and 7th, has been an ongoing beef. Were found guilty of murdering 21-year-old Ahmed Deen-Jah. Mr. Deen-Jah was chased into an off-licence and stabbed near Custom House Station on the afternoon of the 2nd of April 2017. On Friday, Mr. Deen-Jah's family attended Akinsoji and Keita's Old Bailey sentencing and described how they were also grieving for his younger brother, Junior, who was killed in 2021. They've lost 2 sons to this lifestyle, man. It's really, really sad. This situation's awful, man. My condolences go out to their family. So they're talking about their unbearable hurt and pain. Their father, Abu Baker Jah, said he came to live in the UK from Sierra Leone in 1995, hoping for a better life, only for those dreams to be shattered when his older son was murdered. He said, 4 years after this, having had no justice in Ahmed's case, my younger son Junior, who was also murdered in... This is insane, man. This family's lost 2 sons, who was also murdered in April 2021. Again, this was in close proximity to where Ahmed was murdered. He said his older son had just popped to the shop when he was chased and killed in the most brutal way. You've seen the video that was in the CCTV footage of the shop. Now, 2 men were found guilty in 2024 of Junior's killing, but at the same time, Mr. Jah said he was not sure if he would get justice for his other son. He said losing both of his sons has caused the most unbearable hurt and pain to me and my family. It is unexplainable. Their mother, Ahmed Deen-Jah, said the family had been altered forever by the senseless act of violence that led to Mr. Deen-Jah's death. Having sat through 2 murder trials, she said the grief was indescribable. She said, in seeking justice, we pray the court recognizes the depth of our loss and the enduring and devastating impact this tragedy has had on our family. We hope no other family has to experience the heartache and suffering that we have endured. This is such a sad situation, bro. Like, no one wants these guys to be murdered. No one wants CB and SK in prison for the rest of their lives. Like, it's all could have just been avoided if we just stop living this type of life, bro. But it's never gonna stop. Now, in terms of the street violence, the judge, Anthony Leonard KC, jailed the pair for life with a minimum term of 28 years for Akinsoji and 22 years for Keita. Previously, the court heard how they had donned black clothes, balaclavas and gloves for the gang ride-out attack, got out of a stolen black Mercedes car and chased the victim who ran into BJ Wine's off-licence. During the struggle, Mr. Deen-Jah was stabbed in the heart by Akinsoji, who then ran off with Keita. An ambulance was called and Mr. Deen-Jah, who was known by the street name Grinna, was pronounced dead at the scene, which was 426 feet, 130 metres from his home, man. Prosecutor Anthony Orchard KC told jurors this killing was not a spontaneous act of violence but an attack planned against the background of street violence between 2 East London gangs. Those in black Mercedes had been on a ride out, driving to an opposing gang's area looking for rival gang members or perceived members to attack. 10 days before the murder, Akinsoji rapped on a video entitled Armed and Ready about how he intended to avoid getting caught, saying no face, no case, no Evie. Evie meaning evidence. Mr. Deen-Jah was a member of the Custom House gang and Akinsoji admitted being a member of the Wood Grange gang, although Keita denied association. Keita declined to give evidence in the Old Bailey trial. Wow. 4 lives just down the drain like that, bro. 4 lives just down the drain. Gone like that, man. Rest in peace to Grinna, CB and SK. The rest of their lives going to be spent in jail, man. CB was already spending the rest of his life in jail. Now it's like, after that 20 years that you got, it's now looking at like over 50. Which is just crazy. It just goes to show you, like, look, I don't live that type of life. I'm not from that life. I know I talk about these sort of things. People come to my channel to listen to these sort of things. But I always try and stress that this type of stuff is not worth it, bro. I will never understand it because I'm not from it. I don't know what these lot are going through. But at the same time, I just see the result of this lifestyle. And majority of the time, it either ends up people in jail, in prison, or dead, basically. And those who do get out of it, they're still looking over their shoulder all the time, bro. They're still worried about this. Like, people don't forget things. People hold grudges. So it's like, if you've done something, you're going to have ops for the rest of your life. You can go move to a different country. You never know. These lot still might be after you. So it's just such a sad situation, man. I don't even know what to think of it at this point. If you remember CB, he had a lot of music that people really liked. And when they're talking about what he said, no face, no case, no Evie, that was on this track here 8 years ago. Let's take a look.
When I bought that special, got beef on roads, I sleep with smoke and the mash so heavy. No face, no case, I'ma do that bait and buff and petty. Like only real killers will get me. First gate be the baddest, done made this summer the maddest. Ain't nothing but...
You get me? So you can hear what he's saying in the music there, obviously. These lot are street guys. Their whole thing is being about the street life. They've got real life ops, real life situations going on. And look, the result of it is over 50 years in prison for CB and over 20 years in prison for SK. Grinna's not here anymore, bro. Rest in peace to Grinna, man. It's such a sad situation, this whole thing, man. I just don't even know what to make of it or what to even say on it. Don't really want to give too much of an opinion on these type of things. Just want to kind of give you guys the info. You guys can tell me your opinions in the comments. But yeah, man, it's just a sad situation, bro. Like, for everyone who's involved. For the 2 gangs, it's a sad situation for them because one gang's lost. They've lost a member of their gang. And the other gang has lost, well, allegedly one member of the gang. SK saying he's got no involvement in the gang stuff. 50 years in prison is no joke, bro. Would you rather do 50 years in prison or be dead? Like, I don't know. I don't know which one is actually worse, to be honest. I don't know which one is worse. But anyway, guys, you let me know your thoughts about this whole situation in the comments. Drop a like on this video. Subscribe to Honcho's House. I'm out, man. Rest in peace to Ahmed Deen-Jah. My condolences go out to his family. Rest in peace to his younger brother as well. Crazy situation.